Hello and welcome back to Dark Souls 2. Today we are doing the rest of the Lost Bastille. And when I say the rest, it's like the 3 bosses that are in this area. We haven't tackled a single boss yet. There is the Ruined Sentinels, then the Bell Gargoyles. I think it's a bell, right? Yeah, it's a bell, it's a bell. The Bell Gargoyles and the Lost Sinner. I don't know, I shouldn't start here. Let's go back and let's visit Macduff. Because from here we can access 2 of the bosses. I think that's the only way, if I remember correctly, because we can't go back there from straight. The gate is closed, we can only open the gate from one side, so this is the only way forward. Let's get rid of these dogs here. And for this part we need a fragrant branch of yore. These 2 bosses are optional. We don't need to kill them. Yeah, but let's go anyways, shall we? Hello? He's a bit slow, he's a bit slow. These dudes are a bit slow, to be honest. This one is quite... This one is not as lethargic. Probably because... oh, great machete. You call that a machete, holy shit. The weapon names and the weapons are so goofy sometimes. Look at this weapon, it's a stick with a cleaver type weapon chained to it. It's a stick with a weapon chained to it. So it renders the part where the chain, the part of the blade where the chain is wrapped around, renders it completely useless. Because you can't cut someone with a chain like that. The blade is not... this... And I don't know if it's just me or this. To me, the stick looks a bit too small. It should be a thicker stick, I feel like. But yeah, not my favorite weapon in the entire game, but it's a weapon I guess that we can use. So, this is the optional area. We've briefly visited it, but we didn't do this. We need to sacrifice a fragrant branch of yore, but it's worth it. We access 2 bosses. And what is it called? A covenant, right? Yeah. For some reason I was thinking about oath, something like this, but no, it's a covenant. Don't ask me why there is a petrified statue in front of here, because there nowhere here is a what are these called? A basilisk. These fake big eye dudes that can petrify you. And yeah, this is comedically annoying. There are 5 dudes here. This is fairly difficult if you're playing on your own. Your best guess is to fight them on this bridge part. Whoops. So they're not surrounding you, but you need to backpedal eventually. Because, well, you can stagger one, but then the ones behind the one that you just staggered will attack, will launch their attack, and they will hit you, so... do something like a hit and run tactic. Maybe if you have a spear or something, you can even use this arch here, where only one person fits to poke through them. That might be a good thing to do. Let's see. There's the torch, right. I was looking for the torch. So, where was I? Empty rooms. A lot of empty rooms, a lot of explosive barrels. Oh, the door is quite unimpressed by that. Interesting. And more of these cages. They look kind of peculiar, to be honest. Like they have What are they called? They look like these... No, they don't. They look like figurines, basically, where up there is a face. In this case, it's not a face. They kind of remind me of that one SCP, the peanut. That isn't a peanut anymore, because this picture was completely unrelated to the SCP, but it's still the peanut, right? But up there is the face, and then in the belly you have your prisoner, and once you're imprisoned in there, it's over. But it looks fragile enough, like you could probably... When you're getting imprisoned there, you could probably break out. Because it's a... It doesn't look as sturdy, to be honest. You can probably just roll over that it falls over or something, like... not very effective. Stupid as window over here. And then let's go further down. We have this glorious door, where it's like, what even is this? If you're going any further, you're falling down there, but potentially from up there, when you're coming from Macduff, there are more soldiers inside. These 5 and the one down there isn't enough. There are more than 6 soldiers in this small space. What you could technically do, but I wouldn't recommend it, is you could technically try from here to roll inside of that room. And don't ask me why the fuck there is a door there. It's just for gameplay purposes, so that you can just try and bypass all these soldiers. And to be honest, once you make it, like, when you actually survive that one, the soldiers will probably come anyways. At least a few of them. Maybe not all, but it's such a useless shortcut, if it's even a shortcut. It's such a bad prank. You just got pranked, bro. I don't know, maybe it's to prank the prisoners, right? They just escaped and they, like, where do I go? This door up there is some reason locked or something. Oh, down here is a door, let's go through here. Oh, you fall down. Maybe that's the maybe that's the idea behind that. Who knows? Of course, broken down door. And a ladder. To be honest, this door shouldn't lead anywhere. Let's keep going from above, because that's another way of getting to the boss. And there are 2 more soldiers in here, so we're now at 8. I think that these are... Up to this point we've killed 8 soldiers. 5 at the beginning, then the one down there, 2 here, that's 8. And then I can already see that there are 2 more here, so 10 soldiers in this small of a space. That is quite ridiculous. At least these are separated from the others, but still, it's... What are you even protecting? Why are there so many soldiers here? Like, what the hell? 10 soldiers. But luckily for us, we have here a summon sign. Alicia the Brave. And another summon sign over here, by the way, is the ladder. And why is there a hole? It's a cell, right? This is a cell. And then someone dug a hole through there, or somehow exploded something in here, so the hole was created, and then you put a ladder. I don't know what this, like... I mean, if the map is supposed to tell some kind of story, right? Then it somehow needs to be believable, and this doesn't look like a man-made hole, like if you're imprisoned here, you're not able to create a hole like this. And if someone wants to bail you out, they're probably not exploding the ground underneath you. Or maybe they are. But then again, in which direction? Like someone forced their way in here, I think. Because if you have a look at the bars, they're bent inwards. So the force was coming from outside. Or maybe the person that was imprisoned here was so strong they ripped the bars from... Nah, who cares? Who the fuck cares? A lot of other prison cells. And here we have another summon sign. And here is Pilgrim Belclair. And that's it. Now there's a broken... what's it called? Broken wall. That's what it's called. It's called a wall. Into the boss room. And there are 3 bosses inside. Let's see if these 2 can actually beat the bosses. I don't think so. I don't think they can. And this fight seems to be a gank boss fight, right? But it's designed the way that you can... that it's a... not much of a gank boss fight, but a DPS check on your side. Because if you go in alone, there is a mechanic to it. And I will explain that in a short time. Once I summon Belclair, because I still want to see how much damage these 2 can deal to the 3 bosses inside. But how it works is like the following. You go through. Be careful, you're gonna get attacked. And now you want to kill this thing. Here. On this platform. You don't want to jump down. The other ones are over there. There's one. Oh, and you don't want them to fall off. Now Belclair is now completely useless because she doesn't know the concept of a solid ground. And these 2 are waiting. For now. But I think... yeah, Felicita is already... she's already dead. She doesn't know how to dodge, she doesn't know how to use her shield. I don't even know why she has that shield. Like, the AI in this game is so stupid. Oh, she dodged. She's dodging with fat rolls, but she's not using the biggest shield on her back now. Ooh, and Belclair actually managed to get down there. Well, I can't see their health bars. I don't think they're close. And she's already dead. Yeah. I know Belclair has no... she has no shot. She's a mage. Oh no! Oh! They managed to. Ooh, okay. Now this one jumped down. And this one will follow. And 2 of them you can manage. Especially if you have help. But the way to do it is kill the first one up here. And then you can decide if you want to wait until one of them comes up. And you can kill them here, or if it's getting too hot up here, you're jumping down and you have more space to fight both of them. Their attacks are fairly simple to avoid. They sometimes, as you can see, they have a mechanic in place where they're not all the time attacking you at the same time. As you can see, this one is taking... this one is a bit more passive. Ah, unlucky. Okay, 4 hits left. So how you beat them is they're always doing 2 attacks, at most. If they two-hand their hammer, it's just 1 big attack. But usually they're doing 2 attacks. You block or dodge them and then you retaliate. Of course you're waiting for big openings like the two-handed ground slam. That's a big opportunity to punish them. Spin to win you can easily dodge or get hit if you wanna. Usually you wanna roll into their attack, so when the big one comes from the left you wanna roll to the left. Oops. Like this. And if the hammer comes down from above, then it doesn't matter. Circling around on the shield side is always a good idea. And let's just get rid of them. Ruined Sentinels aren't that hard to beat, to be honest. Especially not if you're using the NPC summons. So now this room. We came through up there, and this apparently is the door that we saw from the other side. We were on the other side here. Let's see if we can see the torch. Probably not, no. But we were on the other side of this gate. And for some reason we had to drop through the ceiling. So let's have a look at this room. What even is this room? Because it just looks like an empty room. With a second and a third floor and a roof, of course. The roof is open. I've never noticed that before. But you can see there's just like nothing inside. One door, nothing here. There's another small door. But of course this room has a lot of secrets. You can just click, click. It's empty probably. Empty as well. Here it opens. Then on this side is another one. There. 1, 2, 3, 4 inside here. Let's see what the contents are. Rusted coin. Wow. So are these special cells? Maybe these are special cells for the most problematic prisoners or something. Could be the case. Then the ruined sentinels would make sense. And by the way, what can happen is with this chest, at least this happened once to me in the base game, not in Scholar of the First Sin, is that when a ruined sentinel do the spinning attack right against this wall, let's say you're standing here and the ruined sentinel is in front of you and they do the spin attack against the wall, they're hitting this chest and they can destroy it. Or at least they could destroy it. And when you destroy a wooden chest, the contents are being destroyed. So you're only getting rubbish out of them. Which is a nice touch, but it's annoying when it happens. Especially if it's a item that you can't obtain otherwise. There's a homeward bone. There's no way we could jump over here, but there is a way that we can jump over there, because this jump is doable. We're not failing like me. Let's do it again. I want to do this jump. Let's see how much time. Already 20 minutes. Ooh. Ooh, I'm kind of slow. Okay, no. Nope, this jump is doable, but apparently I am too bad right now. So I'm not going to do it. A lot of this... Why? Why? Why do you have something like this? For what reason? Don't let this one explode. Or do let this one explode, because the contents of this chest aren't worth it. It's just just a bit of water. Okay, now that we jumped over here, and I swear this is possible, I'm just too bad right now. Grab this item. Wait a bit. Kaboom. And we're in this room all of a sudden. A room with a lot of tables. Probably their attempt of creating some sort of a cafeteria or something, maybe. For the prisoners, probably not. Or maybe for the staff. Who knows? And there's a butterfly on the ceiling. You can shoot it down. Or for some reason, these are here now. Then, if you continue this way, this is just optional area. And I will do that now. I mean, this whole area is optional, so I don't know what I'm saying right now. Again, where does this one lead to? This is just a door to a balcony. Because keep in mind, this is all stone. This stone got broken off or destroyed. This one got destroyed, and then they put just some planks down here. So this wasn't meant to be a pathway. So you're building this big ass corridor into your keep or into your prison, whatever, just for a small little balcony. You for real? What is this stupid layout? But to be honest, I like these relations a bit more. Even though the lower parts are a bit too high up still, at least for a human. Then this wall probably connected once to this part over there. Probably. I mean, it looks like it, but I kind of wish we had some more structure down there. Especially some structure where these two walls meet each other. That would have been kind of nice. Then, is it this roof? No, it's not. No, it's at this tower over there, where the other boss is. By the way, this tower. Why are there windows? Why? It's so high. This tower is so high, and yet you can't access any of it. And there's no indication that there should be a way up there. There is no way up there. This is just an empty husk of a tower for some reason. So we came from there. We can go up, or we can go this way. And from here, we can hear something. We can't see it right now. Oh, we can see it. The gargoyles are flying. You can hear the gargoyles flying around. So this tower leads to that tower, and no, we had no access to this tower over there, it seems like. No, sadly not. And now we are here. This is where the cage was, or still is. And what we could do is we could jump over there. Does it make sense to jump over there now? I think so, yeah. Let's do it. Look how far we can jump in this game. Kinda nice. So climbing up here through this window, we are now on the... First of all, I love these guys. And the barrel room. This is the barrel room. Amazing. Such a weird design. Basically everything... I don't even need to say anything about the design of this game anymore, because I've said everything in the last episode. really. How nonsensical everything is. I mean, granted, the atmosphere is quite nice, I feel like. But that's about it. The rest makes no sense. So I think I should go to the Lost Sinner now. No, I have an idea. We're going to the final bonfire, the bonfire in front of the Lost Sinner, but then we are going back to the gargoyles, because I wanna see the gargoyles flying around second time, if it happens. Yeah, explode. What do you want? Get rid of this dude. So this bridge, of course, explosive barrels and archers firing burning bolts. And then this jailer dude up here. And now a boss fight. Or not, it's not a boss fight, it's just a tower. At least this one indicates that there was another floor up there. But if we have a look... no, we will have a look at this tower soon enough. I want to see if the gargoyles are flying through here or not. Oh yeah, they're flying again through here. Making another round. Isn't that nice? At the torch, we can see some prisoners running around inside that building we were just in. I mean, the atmosphere is quite good. And from here it doesn't look as bad. But again, if you're, like I said in the last episode, if you're looking too close, you're already lost. You're not supposed to look that close. So. Servants' quarter. So this is for the people working here, I guess. Could hear another summon sign. There is a summon sign here? I definitely hear another summon sign. Alright. Oh, now we can hear the pursuer coming. How many times appeared this dude here? I'm not counting. Was it 5 or so? Oh, why did I do that? Here we get the large club. Is it the good one? Yeah, it's the good one. There's a pancake one. Best move in the game. Pancake. Flattens enemies. They need to recover from that first. Deals a lot of damage as well. Especially fun in multiplayer. Put one in here. And then... Where is it? Where? There. There we go. Belfry Luna. And the probably most fun NPC in the entire game.
The belt belongs to the princess, it do. Stay back and we slice you to bits. Me and my chums, we shan't be left. Stay back all your pieces. Tiniest pieces. A long time ago, the princess should know me. Yes, just like so. To guard this bell for the prince's honour. Stay away, foul undead, or you'll be a goner. Stay back! It belongs to the princess! to guard the bell, you do. For the prince and the princess forever. For true.
Ah.
Useless fool. Filthy undead. Be gone right now and it's off with your head.
Yeah. You can join the Bell Covenant here. And once it's active and you joined it, you are automatically invading people that trespass in this area. So when this is online, this was always a very, very tense situation once you go in here. Because at any time you could have been invaded. And invading here was so much fun, especially as a filthy hex build with your Dark Fog. Because Dark Fog is overpowered in this game, it's like if you cast it, you cast a black cloud around your target. And they almost instantaneously get poisoned. Heavy poison, by the way. I think. You could just spam it and the cast is so quick and holy shit. But yeah, this was a fun area. All around are these dudes. As an invader you have the same color, you have this bluish blackish color here like these. For some reason they have this color as well. And I guess I was hearing Glencore's summon sign. I was kind of surprised that you could hear the summon sign appear from that far away. You want to jump down here? Yeah, I'm getting invaded as well by one of these small puppets. Blue tear stone ring over here. Some random ass spices in this corner. And yeah, not much to say about this tower. It's just for some reason a belfry inside of a prison. It's a PvP Covenant area. If you've played Dark Souls 3, then this is like man, what it's called? What is it called? Like Aldrich Faithful or something, the Covenant, where you are invading a specific area or protecting, or you're acting as a protection for a certain area. I think technically also the Watchdogs of Farron. To be honest, Covenants, I need to make a video about Covenants, because honestly the idea behind Covenants is amazing, but they never managed to fully grasp or fully fledged out the Covenant experience, in my opinion. Dark Souls 2 had the best Covenants, in my opinion, though. They got the closest to a fun system. But by far they were still far away from an extremely fun Covenant system. Where the fuck is the invader? Should be here, up here, but did they drop down? Oh, they're down. They dropped down. Okay. Usually they spawn on top. But basically, you need to keep the host from going through the fog gate, basically. So let's summon Glencore for this. Let's see him fight. Because this boss fight is always... Now it's fairly easy, but... when the game was fresh, it was quite the hard boss fight. Of course, it also depends on when you go here. You can of course come back later when you're stronger. Or you can just do it when you get here, and then it's quite tough. Because here it's not like Dark Souls 1 where you're just fighting two. You come in, Glencore. So let's wait a bit. Let's wait a bit. Let's see how Glencore is fighting. Let's see their movesets. Because the design of them is quite cool. They have this metallic look to it, probably made out of bronze or what even is this? Is this silver? Silver, bronze. Oh, third one is coming. Well, and I can grab this one here. Soul of a broad note. Yeah. Yeah, they can breathe fire. They also have a lightning type attack with their weapon. Ooh, Glencore used his shield there. Ooh, he's drinking. Nice, nice. Ooh, fourth one is coming. Let's see how many you can have, how many one can have active at the time. It's quite a lot. Take care of yourself, Glencore. You're almost dead. Ah, you're dead. Unfortunate. Should I wait? I don't know how many more can come here. And I don't know if it's time gated or if it has to do with the damage you deal to them when another spawn can occur. I can't hit them, can I? Oh no, this one got no head. This one has a head, so this one will come to life. No head either. Does it? No. Okay, one more can spawn, so you can have 5 at a time. I guess. Hello. I can have all 5 active at the same time. Holy shit, that's a lot. Quite ridiculous, to be honest, but oh well. Okay, 5 gargoyles in total. Oh, there's one up there. Oh, maybe this one can come as well. Who knows? But yeah, why you have... Where even are we? And what kind of building are we? Need to see that. But... Why can you access the roof and why is the roof connected to a tower? That's... I don't know, it feels like... It feels like that a roof is not there to walk on. Like it's to shelter you, it's to protect from wind and rain and stuff, right? But it's not meant to be walked upon, I feel like. Or maybe it is, who knows? Now this tower piece is completely useless. Because you can't even access it, it's just deco. And for some reason there's a bonfire here, even though this is a dead end. But of course it's there for this invader. Is he going to invade? Of course, for some reason they put like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 7 dogs in this small area. This is just... I Now come to think of it, this kind of looks like the Capra Demon Arena. Right? Fairly small area. One staircase here leading to a upper portion. Here you're getting the enchanted falchion. Quite useless. A dragon tooth, petrified something, and a bright bug. And of course, Fogel is here. Random as soldier, is he dropping something? Human effigy. Completely useless then. Here once was the key to the one door, I think, the door that we could open fairly early on last episode. So the only thing left, and again for some reason they have like 3 areas here. Probably because there isn't more space in these 5 slots. They couldn't make one with a scroll bar, with a sideways scroll bar or something. But now let's go to the Lost Sinner, the probably coolest part of this area. But first we get the stupid-ass tower, where we can now see, and I've talked about this last episode, this staircase is leading, should be leading past, like where is this even going? How deep is the staircase going? Because it's broken off, so where is this supposed to go? Because in here we have an elevator, and look at the walls, there is no window here. There's no way of getting prisoners in these cells that we can see from the outside. Which again, poorly designed. We jump off for some useless knives. You might want to bring a torch so you can light this, because light down here is fairly important. Flexile, Sentry or whatever. Where is she? They. These two. Where are they? Hello. It's the ship boss again. Oh, haha. Got him before he could explode. But yeah, in the older version of this game, there wasn't another Flexile Sentry down here. There were like I don't even know what their name is, but these dragon failures or something. And this is the scariest area, to be honest, because you can't see the ground. Not really, anyways. At least I can't. Oh, maybe I can. No, I can't see the ground. And this freaks me out. Maybe I can see the ground? I don't know how far you can go out here, but I don't want to test it. This is probably the cruelest part here of for the prisoners. At least the waves are still right now, but imagine if they had like it was stormy and stuff. And this is like for real, the water is extremely calm for the ocean. Shouldn't be that calm. But then you couldn't make this area here, of course. But yeah, there are a bunch of this part of the area is fairly dangerous, because there are quite a few of these explodey guys. Come on, turn around. One explodey guy up here, one came running for me earlier. There's a summon sign in here. Which one is this? This should be the double shield. Yeah, Sellsword Luet. To take aggro. And then on this side... Or maybe this is probably the more high security prison part. Highest security. Because it's an extra tower, right? Bastille key here. A hide a knight chilling here with a spear. I'm dropping the hide a spear as well. Which one is it? Right, there. I'm always forgetting there are two. There's this hide a sword. There is a spear. And then there are two types of lances. A cool lance like this one, and a whack lance that looks like a mixture of a lance and a spear, which looks ugly as fuck, to be honest. Can I open this one? Yes, I can, on the other side as well. And then there are the prison cells down here, and this area is fairly, I must say, this area is fairly well designed. From a world design perspective. Of course, it's a bit flooded. And I don't know... This area should have been flooded the whole time if you can open that door right here. If you're able to open this, and you should be able to open this because there are prisoners outside, then you were expecting this area to be flooded. Making it probably extra painful for the prisoners. Because you can't even sleep. Like, how do you sleep like that? You need to keep your head above water. There's another one. It's this part is fairly dangerous. You might want to use a bow for this. So two on one side, one on the other side, and here we have an item with a Ferrous Lockstone, pretty nice. Should be one more. Yeah, no more chain rattling. Alright, again for this boss fight I'm going to summon the NPCs. I've already summoned Lucatil once. Lucatil and Benhard. Benhard is another NPC that we will meet in future episodes. But I think these are the only two NPCs. For some reason they made it so that if you want to complete their quest lines you need to summon them 3 times and they need to survive 3 times. You have more you have more tries technically. Like you can, once they die you can just die as well, or homeward bone out of the boss fight, or you have more tries. You can not only summon them in 3 during 3 fights, but still. In order to finish their quest lines, they need to survive these 3 fights where you summon them in, which is a bit which is stupid. This shouldn't be a mechanic. Especially it punishes people that wanna fight the bosses on their own by themselves. Quite the nice mechanic here. You can light these fires and they will ignite torches in the boss arena, making the visibility better. Which also affects the lock-on distance, because if it's all dark in there in the boss arena, then you can only lock on when you're very, very close to the boss. And this boss likes to jump back occasionally, and then it breaks your lock on. Which is also a nice detail. And look how epic this looks. I really like the aesthetics of this place here, I must say. This is probably the best designed area of the game, not of the game, of the Lost Bastille. From a world building, world design perspective. Gameplay wise, I mean, it's whatever. I enjoy the gameplay of this game. It was the game where, when it first came out, I had the most fun with PvP. Because it was, well, it was during a time where I had time to play a lot of multiplayer. So I had the time for it. I had fun playing multiplayer. And Dark Souls, I still could play during Dark Souls 1 times, but I do not, or I didn't enjoy the backstab fuckfest that is Dark Souls 1. I never played on an extremely high level of PvP. At least not in Dark Souls 1. With all the... I don't know, with all the tech that got invented by the community, that is just... But the core concept for me never was fun to think about, like the instant backstabs. And I feel like in this game they introduced, or how backstabs work is you need to perform an extra animation during that backstab, and it makes everything a bit fairer. But I can only say a bit fairer because depending on the connection to the other person, if the connection is bad to the other person, then yeah, even in this game you're doing like 10 kilometers, you're backstabbing them from 10 kilometers away on their screen. While for you it might look completely fine, to them it looks like BS. Same as Dark Souls 1. But I like this system a bit more. You still had poise in this game, and I really like poise. Or I think I really like poise, but in Dark Souls 3 we had no poise, we had hyper armor, stuff like this, which was a bit odd. And during Dark Souls 3 times, I thought I liked poise, the poise system from Dark Souls 1 and 2 more. And then during Elden Ring, for some reason, I don't know. During Elden Ring times, I think I liked the Dark Souls 3 hyper armor system or whatever. It doesn't matter. We have two NPCs here and we have a boss to fight. Let's see the cutscene. You can see this maggot crawling into the eye. Kinda interesting symbolic there, because I need to kill her. I want to finish Lucatier's quest line, so I need to have a bit. With every jump of these, like, if these fires weren't on, then I would have. I couldn't even lock on at this distance. I kind of wish I could make my NPCs here invulnerable, so I can talk a bit more during this boss fight. Well, let's just get rid of her. because if you've played... Oh, that was loud. Ooh, that was loud. You can stop making noises. If you've played Dark Souls 1, you know what kind of insect that was. It was the... what's it called? Chaos... Bed of Chaos, the small bug that you kill during that boss fight. Or that you have to kill to end this miserable boss fight. And, well, this was the host, because the deal here is, like, the 4 Lord Souls were from the 4 original beings from Dark Souls 1, just now reincarnated, or their power got absorbed by other beings. In this case, this was just the Bed of Chaos, Witch of Isolith's soul. And if you're killing this boss in New Game Plus, then you're also getting another soul out of it. We just get the soul of the Lost Sinner, and you're getting the soul of the Witch of Isolith or something, I don't know what it's called, but you're getting another soul and you can buy other... Okay, you can trade it for other stuff, which is quite interesting. But this room looks cool too, with all the hanging chains from the ceiling. Then we have these 2 cages, which are also for multiplayer, not multiplayer, for New Game Plus purposes, where when you're in New Game Plus, there will be 2 pyromancers inside, like player character pyromancers that you need to kill as well. Looks also kind of nice with all the writing on the ground. And what's the coolest part is these chains that are binding probably the Lost Sinner at some point. And at this one spot, they look like tendrils coming from somewhere. Which makes this area quite, what's it called? I don't know, quite cool. Let's just call it cool, because I have no better word for it right now. Even though these chains are completely useless, because they just prevent it being chained up here, they just prevent you from going through this door here. Why this door even exists is quite a mystery, because why do you imprison someone here in this room and then have something possibly important behind them? Right, and we get this, and what's in here? Another soul vessel or something? No, a fragrant branch of your armor, more useful than a soul vessel. And this is I think they're called Primal Bonfire. There's something special. Because if you arrested them... Come on. You're returning to Majula, because you're done with this area technically. Right, you can't go any further, going back is annoying. Let's just return. And so to describe the journey through the Lost Bastille, it's like the beginning is quite strong with the mystery. You're coming either you're accessing this area either by boat, by a ghost ship, or by bird, by just being abducted by a large bird and dropped into one of these towers. And the start is quite strong, I feel like. Then the game slowly losing the player. At least for me, like world design wise, it's losing me a bit. Because it's quite nonsensical, the whole layout and stuff. As I said in the last episode, it feels like like going through a dream where nothing really makes any sense, but you're just accepting it because you're dreaming. Your focus isn't on the reality part or on the realism part. The NPC fights in there against all the enemies they're fine, I guess. Could be better, could be worse. The horror aspect is quite big, especially with these chained prisoners that throw themselves on the ground and explode. Because these enemy types are quite like, their design is amazing. They look like these tortured souls which have nothing to lose, just husks ready to explode in your face. And once you get hit by these explosions, you're panicking. At least the first time you're playing this game, which makes them quite effective as a horror aspect as well. So you're being stressed once you hear the rattling of their chains. At least you can hear them, which is quite an important feature. So music, or the sound design, is in that case also pretty good. Then we have 3 bosses there. 2 of them are fine in my opinion. 2 gang bosses, so to speak. The gargoyles are just a blatant ripper from the Dark Souls 1 gargoyles, just in bad, because it's in Dark Souls 1 the second gargoyle would appear with half health. Once you've beaten the first one, almost half dead. And in this game it's time gated. The gargoyles definitely tank a bit more than the Dark Souls 1 equivalent. And as you can see, you can have technically all 5 gargoyles active at the same time, which is just... You can handle it if you are tanky enough, if you have enough poise, you can heal through their attacks without being interrupted. And because the healing is stronger than their damage, you can manage it, but it's still a stressful fight, especially if you have like 3 at a time. Because 3 at a time is basically the maximum for every player. I don't think you're dragging out the fight long enough for the 4th or even the 5th one to appear. But still, this is definitely the weakest boss fight in the game. I quite like the ruined sentinels due to the layout of the area. It makes it quite easy to manage them, and it's also kind of fun if you know. And to be honest, their movesets aren't that hard to... They're fairly easy to read. All their attacks are fairly well telegraphed and makes it quite fun, to be honest. Then you have the Lost Sinner with the fire mechanic, which is basically the highlight. It's the best boss fight in this area, for sure. It's a solid boss fight. Some of their attacks are a bit too fast. We couldn't see that now because I wanted to keep Lucatiel alive, but... But of course it's another humanoid boss fight. That's what many people dislike about this game. It's just generic melee fighter again and again and again, which I can definitely understand. Just another knight enemy, forgettable knight enemy, or humanoid enemy with sword or with... Yeah, that's true, that's fair criticism. But I enjoy it for what it is. Also the... actually we can have a look at the boss armor right now. Have I bought the things from him? I've bought enough. He's now sitting, not on the ground, but on a stool, whatever it's called, I don't know.
Oh, I was hoping that you would come.
He's a bit more confident now.
I've stocked some new things and I thought that you might be interested. They've been selling rather well, and I may step up operations soon. I'm surprising even myself, to be honest.
This is basically his best state. He's believing in himself a bit more. Still humble. And now we can buy the... Let's see, what can I buy? Let's buy everything that I can... that I don't have right now. Just... why not? Of course, he sells the Elite Knight armor set as well. Most iconic Dark Souls 1 armor set. Probably together with Artorias. But in this game it looks like shit, to be honest. In this game the Elite Knight armor set looks just... it looks so bad. It looks out of place, the colors are totally off. Feels like a parody of the normal set, so I've bought everything here. Do come back, yeah. We will have a look at him later on. But first of all, let's have a look at the Elite Knight armor set that he's selling, and you directly know what I mean. Oops, that's wrong row. The metal is still fine, but look at the color. The blue is just ugly as fuck, it looks. Nah, I don't really know what it is. I need a side-by-side comparison, but this armor set compared to the one in Dark Souls 1 looks just like a... it looks like it's made out of plastic or something, like the cheap rip-off off-brand thing, really. And then we have the Lost Sinner stuff here. All the penal stuff. Looking... Where's the shit? Sadly, if you two-hand, the other one, the cuffs don't match. I kinda wish that would have been the case. Would have been kinda cool. But if we have a look at them... No, not like this. No, for fuck's sake. Like this. So you can see the effect raises power of pyromancies. This is also another notch, and this is the only part here. Like, this one isn't doing anything. This one isn't doing anything. This one is. It raises the equip load, but has nothing to do with the pyromancy stuff. But she wasn't using any pyromancy, like the Lost Sinner. And is it even worth it? This weighs 5.1. That's still a bit heavy. Still a bit heavier. Because what they could have technically also could have done instead of... Nah, never mind, it's probably percentage based. But as you can see, this one weighs 4.5 and this one weighs 5.1. But wearing the lighter helmet puts my equip load... Like this one is... it raises my equip load by 2.5 currently. My maximum equip load. Huh. But yeah, this is basically my my opinion about of this area. Quite a nice area. Not my favorite, not the worst one. But yeah, I hope you had fun. Next time we will visit... What even is left? We have the gutter or this path over there. And I usually like to go into the gutter, so we will probably visit the red area and the Black Gulch or something. Like, we're going down into the hole. That's what I meant to say next time. Hope you had fun, and that's it from me. Goodbye. Oh, not goodbye. Right, Huntsman Corpse is left as well. Gutter, Huntsman's Corpse, then this area. Now, goodbye.